Yeah, so Navika, look, number one, I think people like Mr. Hedri need to get out of this victim psychosis in which they are, and they are pushing their community into, because we've seen enough of this victim card play out. The bottom line is this: when there was a congregation in Haridwar, and there were some hate speeches made out there. Nobody took it lying down. There was massive outrage in media across the board. To say that only Muslims are being singled out for in this particular case, number one, nobody was chucking pebbles, right? You are doing stone pelting and you are rioting on the streets. Number two, there are blood curdling calls for beheading and murder. To say that this is an emotional outburst, well then, gentlemen, keep your emotions in check. If you have a problem, go file a case. But Navika, there is another problem. I do not subscribe to this nonsense that, look, if you are now taking action, you need to balance it out. I think that's the worst way to implement law. What you need to make sure is that law is not applied in a biased manner. But to say that I am going to now, if I'm I'm filing a case against 10 Muslims, then I must also bring in 10 Hindus, I must bring in 10 Sikhs, 10 Christians. That is utter nonsense. That's not the way you run a country.
No, if it's 10 Muslims,
if there is somebody who has done wrong, please penalize him regardless of what faith he comes from. The third point I want to make, Navika, is the most important. We are a country where a young politician like Tajinder Bagga makes, or some actress in Maharashtra makes a comment on a political leader, either the chief minister or their, the head of the coalition. They make a comment, maybe they lampoon a person. You throw the book at them, you put them in jail for over a month. You send the Punjab police, which has enough of fighting terrorism.
No, when was Tajinder Bagga in jail for 1 month?
So that you can give him the ragda in the jail.
I do not want anybody to speak over anybody because, Majid Hydari, I don't know. Somebody will slip in some hate speech and I won't be able to hear it. Neither will my viewers, and suddenly somebody will take out a clip and troll us till the cows come home. So please, this is my disclaimer tonight. Do not speak over each other, because if you do, I'm going to lower your fader. Then don't cry that your freedom of speech has been taken away. Because when you speak over each other, it's the anchor which is in hot water, because I can't hear who's saying what, and I'm telling instructions to my director ke bhai kya bol rahe hain, and a lot gets lost in translation. So kindly hold your horses. Everybody will get an opportunity, but don't speak over each other, because I'm going to lower faders of people who interrupt. Sushant Sareen, last 30 seconds to you.
Yeah, so we come down like a ton of bricks on these people. We put them in jail for over a month. There is no recourse, there is no relief from courts. And then you have a case where there are people openly inciting violence, openly calling for murder, openly rioting, and all you have is an FIR in which you do monkey balancing. I don't think that's the way to go about it. The FIR, I have nothing against the FIR. But if you have now filed the FIR, then please take it to the logical conclusion. Please prosecute these people who are damaging the social fabric by indulging in hate speech. And I don't care who it is. And one last point, Navika, and it's an advice to you and other fellow people in the journalism community. Please don't mainstream fringe voices. That is, I think, one of the big problems which we are going through, that you are amplifying fringe voices and you are mainstreaming fringe voices and you are ignoring the mainstream. Well, my sincere advice to you is that we can have a very strong and reasoned debate without indulging in hate speech.